learned a lot of stories from children in Gaza. They practiced stories, then they told them to me, and I listened and I learned the stories. This story is called, what's this?
Apple.
Yes, and the story is called The Apple Tree.
Apple tree.
This is the story of the apple tree. In the story, there is an apple tree. What is the tree made of?
Apple.
Yeah, the tree has apples. Can you say apples?
Apples.
And the tree is made of
Wood.
wood. Wood, yeah. And the tree has,
Branches.
very good, branches.
Branches.
Yeah. I have 2 arms, but the apple tree has many branches.
Branches.
And on the branches are apples and green
Leaves.
leaves. Leaves.
Leaves.
Your English is really good. I say story, story. You say
Tell us the story.
tell us a story. That's right. Let's begin. Story, story.
Tell us the story.
Once there was an apple tree, and the apple tree stood in the sunshine. A mother came, and the mother was holding a baby boy, and she put the baby boy under the apple tree. The tree looked at the baby boy, and the tree loved the baby boy and said, "What can I give you?"
What can I give you?
And the baby laughed. And the tree could understand. The baby wants my leaves to dance, and the baby wants my shade from the sun. So, in the breeze, the leaves danced, and the baby was cool under the shade of the tree. The baby loved the apple tree. Time passed. Time passed.
Time passed. Time passed.
The baby became a little boy, and the little boy loved playing under the apple tree. And the apple tree loved the little boy and asked, "What can I give you?"
What can I give you?
And the little boy said, "Oh, I want an apple."
Apple.
And the tree said, "Climb into my branches and pick an apple." So the little boy climbed up into the tree and picked an apple. And it sweet and good. The little boy was happy. Time passed.
Time passed.
And the little boy grew into a big boy, your age. The big boy sometimes played under the tree. Sometimes the tree didn't see the boy for days at a time. One day, the bigger boy came and stood under the tree, looking at all of the apples. The tree loved the boy, and the tree said,
What will I give you?
everybody.
What will I give you?
And the older boy said, I need money. I want to buy a lot of toys. Toys? How do you say toys in Dutch? Ah, yes. Can you say toys?
Toys.
I want to buy a lot of toys. Well, the apple tree said, I have many apples. Pick some of my apples, and you can sell those apples and you can get money in the market. And with the money, you can buy toys. The older boy climbed into the tree and picked an apple. And then he picked another apple, and another apple, and another apple, and
Another apple.
and
Another apple.
we had so many apples. The boy picked all of the apples. The boy took all of the apples to the market. He sold the apples and he got money. And with all of the money, he bought a lot of toys. After that, the tree didn't see the boy very often. The boy stopped coming to the tree. A long time. One day, a young man came to the tree. The young man was tall and strong and looked up at the tree. Is it you? Yes, it's you. And the tree looked at the young man. It's you.
It's you.
What question did the tree ask?
What can I give you?
What can I give you? The young man said, now I am starting a family. Now I am going to work. I need a house. I need wood to build my house. The tree said, yes, I will give you some wood. You can cut off some of my branches so you can build a house. And the young man went and he came back with a saw. Can you say?
Saw.
And he climbed into the tree and he sawed off a branch. And he dropped it on the ground. And then he sawed off another branch. And he dropped it on the ground. And he sawed off another branch. And he dropped it on the ground. And he took another branch and another branch.
Another branch, and another branch, and another branch, and another branch.
He had taken all of the tree's branches. And he carried those branches away, and the young man built a wooden house for his family. The tree was just a trunk with no branches. But you know, time passed and new leaves came. The branches grew again. And there were apples. One day, an older man came to the tree. His hair was grey. He looked at the tree. Is it you? And the tree looked at the older man and said, yes, and it's you, isn't it? And the tree loved the older man. And the tree asked,
What can I give you?
The older man said, I have finished working. I have worked for many years. My family have grown and gone. Now I can have a good time in my life. I want to make a boat, a wooden boat, so I can sail across the sea. And the tree said, I can give you wood. Take some wood. And the older man went, and when he came back, he was holding an axe. Can you say that?
Axe.
And he chop, 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 chop the tree. And the tree fell to the ground. The older man chopped the wood. He took the wood away and he made a boat. And on the boat he sailed across the sea. And all that was left was a stump. An old apple tree stump. How do you say stump in Dutch? Yeah. Stump.
Stump.
Tree stump.
Tree stump.
Apple tree stump.
Apple tree stump.
And there was a stump on the ground, and the stump couldn't grow. Could not grow again. The stump just stayed there. Is that the end of the story? No, not the end, but near the end. What happened at the end of the story? What happened to the stump? What happened to the old man? How did the story finish? What do you think? I'll just give you a few seconds. Talk to the person sitting next to you. Talk in English, maybe a little Dutch if you need to. What do you think happened at the end? Talk to your partner.
Give the tree both the men died on the boat and
What happened at the end of the story? What's your name? Boaz. Talk loud and clear. Boaz, what happened?
The old man died.
The old man died. And what happened to the tree stump?
He's going to die.
Tree stump died, the old man died, and they never saw each other again. Yeah? Thank you very much. Tell me your name again.
Boaz.
Boaz. Who thinks the same as Boaz? They never saw each other again. Thank you. There's no right ending, there's no wrong ending. I'm interested in your ideas. Thank you, Boaz, that's great. Who's got a different ending? Who's got another ending? What's your name? Julianne. Julianne, speak up loud and clear. What's your ending, Julianne? Can you say, time passed?
Time passed. Time passed. The boat going to free.
The goat, the boat, what?
Going to free.
Spree. The boat went to sea.
Boat.
Talk. The boat's going to talk.
To
Talk. Speak.
the boat is going to speak. How interesting. What does the boat say?
What can I give you?
And the boat says,
What can I give you?
And what does the old man say?
What can I give you? I don't know.
Okay. I love the idea. I love the idea that the boat is going to ask the old man, because the boat is made of the tree. Beautiful. He's got another idea. What's your name?
Johan,
Speak up, Johan.
give the tree water and I grow and I branches and there are apples on grow.
So from the stump, the tree will grow again. A young tree, a new tree. And who will give the water to the tree? The old man or just the rain?
The old man and the rain.
Okay, so it will rain and the old man will give water to the stump and a young tree will grow from that stump, a new apple tree. Beautiful. Who's got the same idea? I love your ideas. Would you like to hear the end of this story?
Yes.
The story that Janat from Gaza told to me?
Time passed.
Time passed. One day, the old man, very old man came. He had no hair on his head, just a white beard. He held a stick. He came to the stump. It's you. The stump of the apple tree looked at the old man and said, I cannot give you apples, cannot give you branches, I cannot give you my wood. What?
Can I give you? What can I give you?
Old man said, you can give me a place to sit and listen to stories. The old man sat on the tree stump. He listened. And he remembered. He listened to stories about how this apple tree, when he was a baby, gave him shade and dancing leaves. He listened to stories about how this apple tree, when he was a little boy, gave him a sweet apple, and how he loved that tree. He listened to stories of how he had forgotten the tree when the tree had given him all its apples and he had bought so many toys. He listened to stories of how he had grown into a man and cut and sawn all of the branches from the tree to build a house. He listened to stories of how he had forgotten the tree. But then he remembered how the tree had given everything, all of itself, so he could make a home. He listened to the stories. And that old apple tree stump loved